Hi Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a read for you for the second half of January 2020. So we're into the first month, second half, and of a brand new decade and year. Okay, so wanted to make sure I got that right. A little tricky there, but let's see what's in store for you here. Now, this is going to be you and that who, or you and the other person, and this could be a significant other, a friend or family member, even a person of interest, right? And even one side of a situation or another side of a situation, okay? So please keep note of that. And let's see what's in store for you here. I'm excited, all right? Good stuff. Now this is going to be a general read, so if you'd like a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, and you like my vibe and you like the way I roll, then go ahead and go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below, all right? So let's see what's going on for you. Those of you that are looking to make some significant changes in this new decade here, in this new year, and you're still kind of at that point where you just can't quite get going, and you need a little bit more inspiration, motivation, maybe some clarity and accountability, as well, because you truly want to achieve that goal that you're looking for. Then definitely book a discovery session with me up here. That can actually get you started, and then we'll make some recommendations, and if you're a good fit, invite you into one of our programs. Okay, so do check that out. And for those that see some sort of patterns that keep coming up, whether it's fear, sadness, guilt, shame, anything of the sort there, and you're looking to get rid of that, you're tired of being where you're at right now, and you are ready. You are totally ready to make a change. Then you definitely want to check out our session, which is called Beyond the Read, up here or my description box. Okay, so do check that out. It takes you way beyond the read, and it's a long-term effect, and it is really substantial. I absolutely love it. My clients have been incredibly successful with it, and so if it's something that you're real serious about getting rid of, so you can feel freer, lighter, and be able to move on, because I know a lot of my clients, take that particular session first, and then they move on into their coaching aspect of it, if that's something that they're interested in, and they're ready to put the work into doing that as well. It's fun, it's illuminating, and it's exhilarating, but in terms of what you want to accomplish this year, it's going to take some steps to make that happen, right? So it's a team effort. All right, so do check that out on my description box below. All right, so let's take a look at where you're at right now. Current situation at this time. Where are you at right now, Gem? Here's where you're at. First step, justice. Okay, so this is about getting a fair, some sort of fair decision out of a situation or out of a relationship. This is about getting justice in terms of balancing the scales out. Sorry for the glare there, guys, but it is balancing the scales out for you here. So whatever that is for you in a relationship or in a situation, this is about getting a fair judgment. This is a major arcana card, so this is actually quite beautiful. What I want to do is I want to take a look at what else that the justice has to say. Some of you could actually be in a court case. Some of you might actually be in a relationship going through some sort of divorce, perhaps, something of the sort like that. And maybe that you might be dealing, Gem, with a Libra, or you might have that within your chart. There's a sword here as well. So it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, which is you here. But it's definitely what I see. Justice is coming in, and this is an absolute. So this is quite interesting. So I like to see that. So let's take a look at the other cards here. I'm going to pull up a couple things here. Okay, now let me just go ahead and shuffle and see what this is for you here. Okay, to clarify that. Ooh, okay, interesting. So we got serendipity, okay? So this is the card that we got to clarify, the justice card. This is about, I really think that that there is some sort of synergistic, something is at play right now. I do believe that the universe is working in this. So whatever's happening, there is the co-creation in terms of with the universe. Okay, so that's exactly what I see here. So it is also about that some sort of synchronization is going to happen within the upcoming days. Okay, now this is quite interesting. And it tells me that there is some sort of life-changing event. Maybe you're going to get some sort of inspiration to make something happen, or there's some sort of inspiration or something that just comes upon you when you least expect it, right? And what I see from here is about really thanking the universe for this. It's like something unlikely seems to happen, okay? And it happens when you least expect it, and it's a life-changing event for you. Whoa, okay? Jem, you got something in store for you. I got to tell you, coming up here. This is your current situation right now, okay? So you've got something interesting coming up, which is beautiful because it's like the heavens have this in play, but there's also, I think it had to do with something having to do with your manifestations as well. There is some sort of connection, here that's happening, and this is this event leads you to all these different creative possibilities for yourself. Okay, could having to do in this relationship, right? It could be having to do in whatever that has brought you to my channel, because like I said, it could be one side of a situation or another, and that could pertain to some of you for work. Okay, just you fill in the blanks there, but that's what this is saying, and you're being guided. You're being spiritually guided in this process, okay? So, I love this. I love this for you, Jem. This is so cool. So what I'm going to do is going to move on how that other person views you, okay? So how that other person views you. What does that look like, okay? So let's take a look at what that is. Okay. How this other person or your lover or, the significant person of interest is viewing you. Ooh, how interesting. First you get justice, right, in your current situation, and then we get judgment, right? So this is about an absolute. This is about maybe some sort of resurrection that is coming into play. It's, I almost feel that you kind of leaving it up to the divine, right? Their hands are all up in the air. It's kind of like they're up in the air in one respect for some of you, saying, yes, it is finally over, or it's up in the air saying, universe, it's up to you to kind of step in and see what wants to come into play. So I do believe that there is some sort of major judgment that is taking place, like the universe is working with you. Whatever it is, it almost feels like it's life-saving, right? I don't know, I get the cross there and I just kind of think about that it's kind of life-saving, and the angels is blowing the trumpet, and and everything is and it's resurrected, right? So a situation, a relationship resurrected of some sort, okay? That's what I see here. Now let's take a look at the cards and see what else wants to clarify this for how you view this other person. You feel that it's been absolute, or you feel that something can be resurrected, okay? That you think that something perhaps could be resurrected. Just saying here, in some way, shape, or form. But let's take a look at this. What's interesting, it's a 20 card, reduces to a 2, and that's about duality. So I kind of feel that it has to do with two people or two sides of a situation. Okay, so let's take a look at this. What is it? Wow. Okay. So we get purgatory. Now this is about having some sort of you're right in the middle, kind of stuck in the middle, right? It's right smack in the middle. You want to say between heaven and hell, but what I'm finding here is that there's something that happens that is spontaneous, right? Could have to do with this particular event, this serendipitous event in your current situation that we talked about. But what I see here is that this is something internally is going to kind of burst inside of you, and it's going to bring something forth in you that is going to heal you, okay, in some way, okay? It could be having to do in this relationship or situation. Maybe whatever came to an end, whatever is up and coming, or whatever that it is that you are attracted to that has this electric energy, this passionate energy, it comes together and it's like, phew, right? And it's kind of like this spontaneous combustion that heals you, okay? And it not only heals you, it heals that other person in this with you, okay? So that's exactly what I'm seeing. So this is quite interesting. That's what I get in terms of kind of like the purgatory card, because it's almost as if it may not seem like it's something positive, but it is, okay? And that's what I want to let you know. And that's what I'm kind of leaning in on this, okay? And this is saying is that, really imagine yourself and taking everything that you want to rid of, okay, that is maybe perhaps holding you back within your life, within your relationship, or the life that you desire. And what this is saying is that how you view almost like this other person is you feel that things have maybe kind of been blown up, okay? But there's a reason for this book, because you see all these beautiful, colorful fireworks that are coming from this. There's beauty in this. There is art in this. And that's why I feel that there is something that is very, very good. It's kind of like something needed to blow up first to create this magnificence here. And it's actually quite beautiful, okay? And so that's exactly what I see here. This is interesting. I'm going to pull one more card because I want to see what wants to come through. I'm going to pull one on the tarot and see what wants to come through. How you view this person. It's like I almost feel that you think that, okay, everything's coming to an end, but hold on, because what's interesting about this is that what's ever happened creates a brand new energy. When something blows up, when something changes, right, it just transforms. And so the energy has been transformed for both of you, okay, in this situation or in this relationship, whatever you want to call it, okay? So I'm going to pull one more card on the turn, see what wants to come up. Okay, interesting. So we get about teamwork and collaboration. That's what the threes are about, communication. So there's some sort of communication that hasn't really been teamwork or collaborative. And this is saying is that maybe something had to blow up to bring the teamwork back in. Maybe something of that sort. May have to do something with work too. Okay, so if there was a blow up at work, or if something of the case, whatever it is, like I said, it's something that you might not see as a good thing right now. But what it wants you to do is to shower yourself with this beautiful bright light and let all of those things, whatever is holding you back from what it is that kept you, in some maybe quote unquote communication of some sort, is now has some brand new energy. So just keep that in mind. So that's how you view that particular person. Okay. Now, how this other person views you. Okay. How this other person views you. Let's see what that is. Okay. They see you as a business person. I think they see you as the King of Pentacles. And this is, this is kind of like a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo type energy, kind of the grounding energy. Someone that just kind of focuses on work, okay, is just focusing on work. There is what I see here. It's the King of Pentacles. So kings are all about authority, and it's an authority of having, their coin, their life. They're really focused in on that. So that's quite interesting. Anything else that wants to come through? Wow. So it's interesting. They view you as someone that has brought in a cup of love to them. This is the Knight of Cups. It's very romantic and very, very charming. And it seems very, very transparent. But what's going on here? Yeah, it's like, I think that they, how this person views you is they think they see you coming in with an opportunity, okay? But it's to go through the gates and go through a different guard and to do something different. This is an opportunity of love that's coming through here. It might have an opportunity having to do, maybe it's about working together. You got the Pentacle, it could be about working together too, but it's interesting. It's, because when I get the King of Pentacles, that's a businessman to me. It's, to an extent, very much having own business, very, very grounded, very, very well off. And then I see the Knight of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy coming in. And so either how they view you is coming in with a cup of love. Maybe perhaps they, come up with a cup of love, or as an opportunity that's coming through, or there's an opportunity to possibly work together. Interesting. Let me pull a card over here. I want to see what these cards have to say. Interesting. How they view you. Wow. They view you, they feel that they want to protect you too. This is kind of like a Mother Mary card, and this is about having overall protection, okay? And it's almost as if that there is some sort of beautiful protection in, within this situation, whatever it is. But it's the Mother Mary card, and to me that this talks about just, receiving, some sort of protection, right? There is, it's like, there's a current situation is almost like someone's going through something. Okay. And this is, surrendering, the fear and anxiety, And this is saying is everything is going to turn out for the highest good and for all that is concerned. So this person sees you as that, hopefully everything will turn out as it should be and is good for all that is concerned. They're saying that this person needs to have faith and to know that that those dear to them are protected. Okay, this is interesting. Wow. So Mother Mary, they I feel like they almost are like how they feel about you. They feel like they want to protect this relationship or situation. They feel like they need to protect perhaps themselves in this process. Interesting. Let's continue what this is. What are your needs in this relationship or situation? What are your needs, Jem? Let's see what this is. Interesting. Your needs is you want the Ten of Cups. This is a happy ever after. So how interesting. This is all about happy family life. Wealth tends about coming to completion. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Anything else about your needs in this? You want emotional fulfillment and a happy family life. You want that, okay? That's exactly what I see here. Wow. And then I get the saint and the sinner. So I clarify that. This is about, the polarity of opposites, right? The law of polarity, but it's all about loving the happy and the sad, the good and the bad, the light and the dark that's within you, but also within others. So when you notice that someone is, that you don't like the way someone might be doing something, whatever it is, a person, place, or thing, notice how you have that same quality in you, okay? And it's about loving that and knowing that that is also part of you and that other person is as human as well, and to know that we all have lessons to learn. They're just different when we're on, different journeys, okay? And so this is just loving the saint and the sinner. Just which one do you want to lead in, okay? Which one do you want to communicate through your life? The blue is the throat chakra. That's all forms of communication, okay? Whether it's written, text, verbal, nonverbal, whatever that might be. This is saying is that to love all the different aspects. So it could be maybe you not liking the way someone communicates or what is being communicated. And this is saying is, it's saint and sinner. So this is saying to love both of those parts, of you, even if you see one of those negative parts in someone else, knowing that you have it in you. But which one do you want to lead? When you bring them both together, the good, the bad, the saint and the sinner, and those polarity of opposites, you actually can take a look and see the whole of yourself and learn to embrace and love the whole you and know that that is a part of you. But again, you still have a choice of how you want to lead your life, okay? And the good way to figure that out is which one to choose. Which one feels better? Which one feels better, okay? And you only can answer that, okay? So the saint and the sinner is what I get. So, and this is maybe what's keeping you from emotional fulfillment here. So that's exactly what I see here. Wow. What is your lover's needs, okay? Or that other person's needs on this other side, okay? For those of you that aren't involved, what is that, okay? Let's see what that is. Their needs, wow, their needs are the moon, okay? Their needs are hidden. You're not sure what those needs are. So they're not, I think they're keeping their needs hidden from you is what I really see. So they're keeping their needs hidden from you, maybe until they're, how interesting. Let me play another card on, the moon is a major arcana card. So it's kind of before getting into the sun, you've got to go through those shades of the moon to kind of figure that out. So yeah, it's like, they have been through some sort of heartbreak, okay? There's been some sort of heartbreak here, in some way, and their needs are no more heartbreak. They don't want things that are hidden from them, all right? It's kind of like they want truth. They want truth, right? They don't want any more conflict, okay? They want zero conflict, and it could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be a fellow air sign, Gem, you might be dealing with, but that's exactly what I get. And then I get, so that's what I feel. It's like your lovers, they want, obviously they want passion, in this process, but they don't want conflicts, right? And they don't want any more heartbreak, okay? So that's one of the main things. What else is coming through? Let's see what else is in terms of their needs on the other side, okay? What is that? Yeah, they don't want any more confusion. I think they really just want the clarity that's coming through, okay? And that's exactly what I see. They don't want the confusion anymore. They want to break through the confusion, and they would like to really move forward, okay? So that's exactly what I see here. It's kind of like there's been too much maybe confusion in the process, right? Maybe the thoughts that they have that are causing them to feel confused, and that they feel kind of like they don't know really which way to go at this particular moment in this, and feel that they're unable to choose. And so this is saying is that at this time is perhaps taking a short break is going to help them, and what they want to do is to completely honor themselves and honor the situation. So I don't know if you're with them now or if you are at a distance, whatever, but this is about having confusion and stepping back so you get a clear picture. And so this person knows where they're standing, but they want to rid of any sort of confusion. Okay, so that's kind of the situation right now for them. Okay, let's take a look at the current state of the relationship or the situation. Current state of the relationship or situation. Let's see what wants to come about. Let's see what that is. Wow, this is about celebration, so this is about coming together and networking and different things like that. So I don't know if you haven't come together yet, just to let you know, but this is a 3, and 3s are all about communication. So the current state of the relationship is, for some of you, there's been communication. For some of you, there hasn't quite been communication, at this particular time. Yeah, it's at this particular time there's been no communication, but because things need to be balanced out. Okay, so for some of you, this is about celebration, networking, communicating, and then balancing that out. So for some of you that might be the case. For others, it's maybe they're still in decision mode. Okay, so kind of still going back and forth on the situation, or the relationship, whatever that is, but that's the current state. What is the path that you'd like this to follow? What is that, Gem, for you? What is the path that you'd like this to follow? What does that show up here? This is the Lovers. Oh my gosh. So this is a blessed connection by the universe. And so you would like this to move into a lover type situation, a connection. 6 is about growth. So it's about growing into, kind of that loving situation, right? The lovers. Let's move into the other cards because I want to see what can clarify that. The path that you'd like this situation to follow or this relationship. Okay, for those of you that don't have a lover, could it be a coming together in union of some sort, in an agreement of in some way? Interesting. So when I clarify that, I get the little children, and what this talks to me about is these are the obstacles. It's almost as if I feel that is that. This is about almost like, how little children are playful at times, and they have a passion for creativity. I really feel that this is about, being a little bit more playful in this relationship or situation. Okay. And it's interesting because when I see this, I feel that there's a lot of passion, right? And it's also about that maybe it's time for you to be a little bit more playful, okay, in this relationship or in this situation, and to get into that mode, start painting, write music, do something that is artistic, and just definitely be around children. And how it's kind of like, really being honest with the situation. How children are so damn honest sometimes, and they'll just come through and just say how it is. That's what this card is reminding you to do. It's kind of like, be in the presence of little children and kind of watch and learn from them, because you can actually learn something as it relates to this relationship. So the path that you'd like this to follow, maybe you want children, maybe you want little children out of this relationship as the lover. So that could be the case. Or maybe little children are kind of standing in the way of this relationship or situation. Okay, so that could be that for some of you. But yeah, that's exactly what I get is, and this is saying is that you have that new sense of enthusiasm. So if you need to do something a little bit artistic, or do what children do and just go play, and it's basically saying when you do, you have this newfound filter that within your relationships and with your love life and with work, that's going to bring this newfound enthusiasm in you. Okay, so the path that you'd like to follow, it could be having a family, having children. Okay, that's what I see over here. Let's see the path that your lover or this other side would want for you in terms of the relationship, how they would like this relationship to follow. Okay, what does that look like? Here it is. Wow, they want things to move forward a lot faster. I think it's just kind of, I think that now, this is saying now that they can, but they weren't before. Okay, this is an 8, and 8s are talking about, you know, the infinity symbol and things moving through a lot more smoother. Okay, so yeah, and they like that spiritual connection. They like that connection of spirituality that you've had. Maybe one of you is learning from someone, or they're a teacher in this, or perhaps that they are getting advice in this. But yeah, they'd like it to follow on that spiritual level and have a higher spiritual connection, you know, in this process, and for things to go a lot smoother and a lot faster, okay, in terms of the communication and in terms of the process, okay? Anything else? Yeah, they don't want to have any more than Knight of Swords. So this is about that staying up at night and playing that cycle in your head over and over again. So certain thoughts, you know, that might be coming in the way, but it's coming to an end because it's coming to fruition right now. It's the ending of all of that, right? And what they want to do is to focus on being the King of Swords. So what they would like this to take is to move forward in a much more mature level. And that's exactly what they're looking for, the past behind of all those worries and all the passed away, that older energy. Anything else the cards would like to say? Path that your lover would like to follow. Or, wow, you've got a past life connection. Okay, so it could be that you have known each other in past lives. And you've got some sort of connection and communication with them in that aspect of them. So this is actually quite beautiful. You've known them before in a different lifetime, which is quite beautiful. So they know that you've got some sort of past life connection. And what is the outcome? Let's say, what is the outcome overall? Here it is. Wow. Miracles, guys. You know who got this? Aqua got this as well. You can't plan this either. So just like them, one of the major things, this is so interesting, guys. I don't know if you're dealing with Aqua, but if you do, take a look at that video as well. But this is talking about miracles can happen. The impossible is all about I'm possible. So I want you to write down below, I'm possible. I'm possible. And I also told Aqua a thing too, is that, you know that miracles can happen for you. Miracles happen every day. Why not me? So write that down below. Miracles happen every day. Why not me? Why not this? And why not now? Okay, so keep that in mind. This is this warmth, really warmth energy, and it's about a lot of growth. This is saying to not think small, but to think big. Okay, how would you like to see this relationship, this situation come into effect? Because what you're manifesting right now can happen if you believe that. So if you write it down below, you're reaffirming that, right? You're reaffirming that in your life, and this is something that you would want to move forward on. You've got to set that into your vibration, okay? So don't think small, think big, and it's just as, it takes just as much energy to manifest big as it does small. So why not go big, right? All right. So there you have it, my friends. I look forward to seeing you in February. And until then, namaste.